Good morning, Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world. You've tuned in to the Mac City Morning Show. I'm your host, Elliot Pierre, and we're going to kick today's episode off the same way we start every episode off, with a moment of gratitude. I know you could be doing a million other things with your time, and the fact that you spend it with us truly does mean the world to me, so thank you. On that note, Tanner, hit him with the intro.
Hey, it's Keith Simpson here. I'm the general manager of Norel Toyota, soon to be Fort McMurray Toyota. Pretty excited for our new dealership. We're here to take care of you. Come on down and be part of our family.
And we are back. Big shout out to our title sponsor, Norel Toyota. Really do appreciate your time and your support. As everybody knows, I do not introduce my guests because they can do a better job at that than myself. So can you please tell everybody at home who you are and what you're about?
Hi everybody at home. I'm Matthew McKetty. I'm just a local worker.
There you go. So how long have you been a local in Fort McMurray?
Oh my gosh, quite a while. Family moved here in 1969.
In 1969. So were you born as of yet, or were you born here in Fort McMurray?
Asshole. Yeah. I was already born by then.
Already born. All right. So we're date stamping you a little bit. All right.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
The reason I ask is I'm born and raised here. I was born in 1983, so I'll date stamp myself. But it's interesting to talk to people like who have been here for that duration of time. You know. So when you first came here, like, what was it like?
So when I first came here, it was kind of a neat place. It certainly wasn't anything like this. There was, I think, about maybe 1,500 people here. Gravel road in and out, and just the lower town site was pretty much the only place where you could live. So I've been here, as the subdivisions have developed. They were Area 2, Area 5, Area 6 back in the day and sort of thing, right? They've all got names now.
Yeah.
I remember Beacon Hill getting paved.
Cool. So in a community like this, it's the one thing that is, I say about Fort McMurray to everybody, is the opportunities that you have here are unreal. So what kind of cool opportunities have you taken advantage of seeing the community grow from 1,200 to this? I suppose if we're going to kind of talk a little bit about sort of resume detail and this sort of thing, I would agree with you. I think life McMurray's resume we're talking about here.
Yeah, I think McMurray offers so many different opportunities, and so when I graduated from University of Alberta, I had a science degree in psychology.
Okay.
So I came back to McMurray, and and I was, with only a bachelor's degree, I was able to, work with family systems, work with victims of abuse. I worked with the Unity Health Center for Family Violence. I was able to write and facilitate the MINS program on family violence for about 7 years.
Wow.
And so really being able to, this is a place where if you're motivated and a little bit responsible, you can really punch above your weight for some of these opportunities. And so I pursued that for a period of time before, like a lot of other people, kind of getting pulled into the energy industry.
Okay.
So I was able to kind of do that for about as long as I could take it. And again, I mean, that was an exciting time here in McMurray, right? I mean, starting off with, Suncor was the first one, right? I mean, and really it was basically just kind of a demonstration project that was a neat little experiment, but nobody ever thought it could really be commercially viable.
Right.
And then to just see the explosion, literally the explosion of population, this sort of thing that happened. And again, for such a small little burg in northeastern Alberta and this sort of thing, the concentration of PhD engineers, attorneys, policymakers, and this sort of thing was really made McMurray kind of a neat little brain trust for a while there as well.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, now more recently I've been able to kind of go back to my roots of being from a small town and this sort of thing, and so I've been really, really happy to work with a couple of Indigenous communities here in the area. Honestly, I think that's kind of where my love is. Kind of goes back to the idea of kind of working with family systems and this sort of thing, community systems. And so, yeah, I've been really, really fortunate. I've been able to work with Indigenous communities on everything from, bringing internet access and water treatment plants into the community to building subdivisions. Right now, I'm working with a Métis group a little bit south of McMurray. We're going to be starting a really cool vegetable farm and bison ranch just out by Anzac. And so, yeah, when you talk about being able to realize opportunities, this really is a place for it, and it's never lost that.
Yeah, and that's why I asked you the question, because I knew it wasn't going to be a simple answer.
Pretty long-winded. I apologize.
No, that's what it's supposed to be, because that is Fort McMurray. And you described it beautifully. I like when you said you get an opportunity to sometimes punch above your weight class. That is so true. Some opportunities come, you're like, man, I would never get this if I was living in Edmonton until I was this age. And here I am being a young idiot, being like, all right, let's go. It's pretty neat. So if you were here from that point, wild. So
thank you.
Now, with all of those cool opportunities that you've seen, what's a restaurant that we do not have anymore that you miss?
A restaurant that we don't have anymore. I keep looking over to the side here. I hope people don't mind, but I got a friend here who's also a long-term resident. You know what? Down on Franklin Avenue, there used to be a really, really nice little Italian restaurant called Harpo's.
Okay.
And it was open late. It was a great place to go after last call. And like I said, right on Franklin Avenue, kind of equidistant between, the oil can and some of those, Peter Pond and that sort of thing, right?
Yeah, those are old school.
So just within walking distance of some of the bigger bars here in town.
Yeah. Now, from a guy who was growing up here, you said you went to U of A, right?
Yeah.
So most people I know that are born and raised usually kind of stick to the trades. What about the university experience kind of pulled you out of the community? Because oil and gas is such an easy thing to be allured by. And I love how you said energy, by the way. Big shouts out to Guy Boutillier. We have the energy. I remember that slogan.
Oh, wow, yeah, young.
R.I.P.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, nice. From a pretty young age, and this a bit of a quirk of my own personality, right? I've always just kind of been interested in, human experience and human perception, this sort of thing, how people take different life events and different activities and this sort of thing, right? From about 15 or 16, I knew that I was going to get a psych degree. And,
What high school did you go to back then?
Father Patrick Mercady.
Oh, Father Merck. Okay, good. There we go. We got two Mercs here today. There we go. Hey, you're not local.
Disappointment.
Yeah, he went to comp. I went to Merck. It's an ongoing dialogue on the show. Yeah, you can't jump on the Boo Merck bandwagon. Look at him. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. So going to Merck, who are your teachers that kind of got you into that mindset?
You know what? I mean, another RIP moment here like that. Phil McKay at Father Mercady School was an English teacher there, and he was fantastic. I mean, calling him an English teacher doesn't really justify all that he kind of brought to the school and everything. Right? He was just so much fun, and he was so interesting to talk to you about just anything. And actually, my first couple of years of university, we were able to kind of keep up that relationship. And so he was, I think, a pretty powerful mentor. Going back to St. John's days, so it was a junior high where the Superstar
was right downtown. Yeah.
People like Robert Yarrow and Ted Venn, Jerry Blasey, going back to Father Turcotte even, right? And we've been really lucky to get some really, really, great educators here, right? And actually, I have to also mention Nancy Woodward, who actually wasn't a teacher, but she was a librarian, and just brought so much to the environment of the school.
Yeah. Librarians are huge. They get you excited about reading when you're in there. It's a whole thing.
They just make you curious.
Yeah. I had a few of the same teachers: Ted Venn and Rob Yarrow.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Those guys, they were gems.
Yeah, they really were, right?
Especially Mr. Yarrow, he always did a expedition to, Egypt. Mm-hmm. And Mr. Venn, I've got so many positive stories about Mr. Venn. If it wasn't for Mr. Venn, I wouldn't be doing math, I can tell you that. So, anyways.
You know what? Absolutely, that's true for me as well.
Saved my life when it came to math.
Yeah.
But anyways, Tanner's tapped his watch. That means we're out of time, unfortunately. But before I cut you loose, everybody gets a shameless shout out or plug. So you have the mic, the camera, the lights. Have fun. I know, loaded question.
Yeah. Don't think I have one.
All right, there we go.
Peace and love. How's that?
That's the best one. Fort McMurray with Buffalo, the rest of the world. That's been another episode of the Mac City Morning Show. From the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for tuning in. Big shout out to our title sponsor, Norel Toyota, as well as Carrie from Patchouli Rose and the beautiful people at Coldwell Banker. Hope everybody at home is having a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Hi everyone, it's Carrie with Patchouli Rose here at Thickwood Barbershop. If you're wondering what to get your loved one this season for Valentine's Day, I make an all-natural anti-aging skin serum called Good Skin. It's good for men and women, and it's available for purchase here at the barbershop, downtown at the Corridor Shops and Events, and on my website. Thank you for your support.
It's so ballistic!
Talk about quenching your ugly thirst.